Well, this is a light welterweight contest then coming up now that doesn't feature a Russian or a Cuban. It does feature a lad called Dilshod of Uzbekistan against Serік Sapiev of Kazakhstan. Two neighbouring countries. And of course, this will be fiercely contested. These are the light welterweights, and the weight, by the way, has gone up from 63.5 kilograms to 64.
Judge number 2 from Syria. Judge number 3 from Turkey. Judge number 4 from
So there's Dilshod Mammadov, and this is Serік Sapiev of Kazakhstan. Now let's just try and clue you up on these two guys. And Mammadov already reached the quarterfinals of the World Championship in Bangkok, by the way. So this is round 1. An all southpaw contest between, as I say, in the red corner, Dilshod Mammadov, my apologies, in the blue corner, and in the red corner, Serік Sapiev. Now Mammadov beat Innocent Fist, the Cuban, in the semi-final, and Sapiev beat Maramov of Azerbaijan in his semi-final. Alan, a fiercely contested battle. This is bound to be for neighbouring countries, and of course they both want to win the gold medal.
Well, absolutely. I mean, they both live next door to each other. A lot of rivalry. They both boxed very well yesterday. Both had tough fights. But this is all action, and it's going well at the moment.
Neither boxer, by the way, has achieved anything at the highest level, despite, of course, Mammadov getting beaten in the quarterfinals of the Athens Olympics last year. Mammadov in the blue strip. But I was pretty impressed, I've got to say, with Sapiev in his semi-final contest against Maramov of Azerbaijan. He won at 41-23. So a pretty convincing win, ultimately. And he's more of a boxer, Alan, isn't he, than a puncher. He's long-armed.
Very, yeah. I mean, you know, with these amateurs today, you've not really got to be a banger and to knock everyone out. But if you can box and you can jab and you can move and you're scientific, it helps at this stage, especially in this amateur boxing.
Yes, and don't forget, at one time, of course, both Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan were part of the Soviet Union. And as a result, of course, to be the Russian champion in those days meant, you had to be the absolute best in so many countries. And you were a very, very good fighter. But now, of course, it's all about being the best in your own country, and it's 7 apiece at the end of round 1. So there he is, and that's Serік Sapiev of Kazakhstan. Bit of replay coming up from round 1. Wayward left cross there from Mammadov, and we've seen plenty of Dilshod Mammadov over the years. He's actually only 23 years of age, and yet he seems to have been around for an awful long time.
Well, they start very young over there, don't they? I mean, amateurs in this country are 12. They start boxing at 12.
Alan, I've got to say, that was a very unusual thing we just saw there. He was using an inhaler.
Well,
illegal.
Is it illegal?
Yes.
I know it's probably illegal in Britain, but maybe over there it's not. I don't know, Stephen.
Well, round 2 anyway, and they did use an inhaler there, possibly to clear a blocked nose, but, well, I'll have to find out about that and let you know, but I don't think it's legal. Well, we've got a bit of a war on our hands here, haven't we? As we anticipated. And interestingly here, this lad from Kazakhstan, Sapiev, he's just walking forward, head high, and doesn't appear to matter what comes his way.
No, not very good boxing, but he's throwing plenty of punches. He's swarming all over his opponent and scoring the points.
Yep, 6 in front. And he's really impervious to any punches that come back at him. Don't forget, this is the light welterweight final. Kazakhstan against Uzbekistan. And switch to southpaw now from Sapiev.
Now that's better from the opponent, that's better. You know,
just lacks the experience though, Alan, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he's being swarmed at the moment. You know, if he could just move from side to side, frustrate the guy from Kazakhstan, and just jab and keep out of the way, make it awkward.
They're tough guys though, aren't they?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, you know, I suppose they're brought up with no money and they've got to fight for a living, and that's what they're doing now.
Indeed. Well, still a good lead here then for Sapiev after 2 rounds of action. As you can see, a very healthy lead here, 9 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, after this bout is the award
So a
ceremony.
slight nosebleed then here for Sapiev as we watch a bit of replay here from round 2.
The finals will continue after
And the crowd, of course, thoroughly enjoyed the exchange in the corner, as did we. So Kazakhstan then with Sapiev have got the lead here by a 9-point margin. Now I think there will be some sort of petition to the International Boxing Association, because nothing's allowed to be used in the corner, with the exception, of course, if you get a touch of adrenaline, but no other potions and lotions are allowed to be used.
No, you're right, I know what you're saying, but and even the adrenaline that we use is very, very weak.
Yes, it's 1 to 1,000.
That's right, compared to the Americans or whatever. But yeah, with that nasal inhaler, to be honest with you, I've never seen it happen before.
No, I think that's strictly illegal. Anyway, we've got an 8-point gap now here for. In fact, the 8-point gap still remains for Sapiev of Kazakhstan, and we've got a right old tear up here between these two men, as was anticipated. Oh, left cross then, and he's got. Well, in fact, the referee missed that. That was a knockdown, surely. Dilshod Mahmudov looked like he landed a decent scoring punch there that put Sapiev on the floor, but it wasn't counted by the referee. What do you think, Alan?
Well, it was just well, to me it just looked like it clipped the chin, and the guy went down. Obviously, as you said, Dave, the referee didn't notice it, but I thought there should have been a compulsory count of 8. But obviously, he let the fight carry on.
Incidentally, if you do put an opponent on the floor, you don't get anything extra for it. It's just worth a single point if you're lucky. Nice boxing now here from Sapiev. He's putting the pressure on again, and the pressure really has been quite immense right from round 1, Alan.
Yeah. I mean, at this stage, it's a final, so the boxing skills go out the window, unfortunately, and this is a bit of a war, but it's very exciting, and it's good.
Well, these two lack, of course, the experience of our former finalists at this kind of level.
Yeah.
So, Alan said earlier, of course, about all the hard work has been done. This is the final. They're much more technical, but in this case, that is completely different. This is almost like a quarter-final or a semi-final when they're approaching it.
Yeah, the boxing skills have gone out the window, unfortunately, but that's the way it is today. It's like when you get the kids in the gym, they box absolutely superb. When they get to the finals, the class goes out the window.
Indeed, right. Serік Sapiev then still winning this one with a handsome 15-point lead now. And this Uzbek needs a knockout to win it. I thought he put Sapiev on the floor in the 3rd round from a left cross, but it didn't count. Will we see it now? Actually, it was high on the head, wasn't it? I'm not sure that does count.
No, you're right. I think it was just off balance. A punch was thrown, but he was off balance.
Okay, I spoke too soon. Incidentally, Dilshod Mahmudov beat Martin Dressen of Germany in his fourth round contest. Innocent Fist of Cuba in the semi-final. We did have, of course, 5 English representatives as we came out for the fourth round. More of that a wee bit later. If you're wondering, by the way, the 20-point rule doesn't apply in the final session, only over the first 3 rounds. So you can be 20 points ahead over 1, 2 and 3 and stop your opponent automatically, but that is not included in the fourth and final round. I've got to say, as far as Dilshod Mahmudov is concerned, that's probably a very good job, because he's approaching that, isn't he?
Last round, the Kazakhstan boy, well in front. Just taking his time now, just moving around side to side, avoiding any injury and boxing very well.
Well, big sweeping right hand there from Mahmudov. And this is the worst round so far, I think, that Sapiev has had, but he's done enough up to this point. He's still got a 16-point lead. Oh, nice sharp punches there. Again from Dilshod Mahmudov. Half a minute to go, though, in the fourth and final round.
You know, when you think about it, this is the way they should have performed from the first round to the last. Nice and crisp, nice and nice bit of boxing ability.
So Serік Boom Boom Sapiev then, as he's making a noise every time he throws a punch in the red.
He won't get wounded.
No, on his way to a gold medal here. Just a few seconds to go. And Dilshod Mahmudov has to settle for silver.
Yeah, box well.
Well, if you're superstitious, the red corner have won 4, the blue have won 2 so far. And don't forget, we have 11 finals for you. We've got 5 more to come. We have the welterweights, the middleweights, the light heavies, the heavies, and of course the super heavyweights to decide the World Championship destination, the gold medal here for 2005. But you just saw there Serік Sapiev of Kazakhstan outscoring Dilshod Mahmudov of Uzbekistan. No ceremony at all at this point, is there, Alan?
No, oh, it's a lovely, yeah, went well.
Yes, he was a strong, aggressive individual, and he quite rightly gets the gold medal. Loads more to come here. So here we go then, the medal ceremony for the lightweights, and you may remember just a few moments ago that was won by the Cuban